12 best secondary school debaters from all 4 editions will battle for all the bragging rights. Airing weekdays at 4, join me, Sandra Ezekwesili, your moderator on 99.3 Nigeria Info FM, and later on Wazobia Max TV. This tournament is brought to you by Paystack, supported by Wazobia Max TV, RLG Communications, and obiwizi.com. For sponsorship opportunities, send an email to ibegtodiffer@nigeriainfo.fm.
Lagos, I'm Sandra Ezekwesili, your moderator, and today we're finally going to hear from Group D, the final group in the tournament. This is the next level of the I Beg to Differ debate tournament. We've brought back the best of the best secondary school debaters from the first 4 tournaments. Champions, runners-up, impressive performers, all of them right here in Nigeria Info FM studio. Yesterday, Nicholas Musokoya won an epic battle against Fabian Chibondo. He joins Ramadan Oladipupo as yet another number 3 seed who upset the number 1 in their group in the opening match. Tamvita Kaushik is the only past champion to win her opening debate, making her the only all-time undefeated debater still in the tournament. But today is all about Group D. Remember, we have 4 groups of 3 debaters each. The top 2 from each group will move on to the knockout rounds. So we've got 12 group stage matches, 4 quarterfinals, 2 semifinals, 1 final, 1 winner, 2 million naira. Lagos, I'm so excited by the quality of debates that we've seen in the past few days. These children have simply been bringing it day after day after day. Now, we've doubled the prize money because, like I keep saying, you cannot bring champions back, if you are not what's the word I'm looking for? If you're not going to make it worth their while. Am I right? So we are bringing all the champions back because, well, we have to make it worth their while one way or the other. And Lagos, let me tell you, our big sponsor, our headline sponsor is Paystack. Paystack helps businesses accept online and offline payments from local and international customers, and they're going to make sure that our winners get their alerts. Paystack also has a POS called Terminal. You should check out Terminal on I Beg to Differ. Sorry about that. You should check out Paystack's Terminal on paystack.com/beg to differ. That's how you can check out Paystack's new POS called Terminal. Sunu Assurance is our associate sponsor. With their different insurance packages, Sunu's motto is you pick your way, we take your risk. So if you're looking for motor insurance, marine insurance, fire insurance, house insurance, all of that, Sunu Assurance has you covered. obiwizi.com is supporting the tournament with prizes for all our debaters. obiwizi.com is Nigeria's home of gadgets with warranty. You can buy all your favorite gadgets, all quality accessories, both brand new and pre-owned. You can also trade in your older devices for newer models. Check them out on obiwizi.com. Obiwizi has a laptop for the winner of this tournament of champions, also has AirPods for the top 3 finishers, and has a Nintendo Switch for whoever finishes second, and a JBL portable speaker for whoever finishes third. However, every debater will get a smartwatch from obiwizi.com. We've got prizes from RLG Communications. RLG has tablets for the top 8 finishers. So anyone who qualifies for the quarterfinals will get themselves, what's the word I'm looking for now? A tablet. And then this tournament is also supported by Stover Industries. If you find Swiss Flower Air Freshener or Swiss Beauty and Body Care anywhere in any store, the makers of those products, the distributors of those products are right here supporting us on I Beg to Differ. They've put together a wonderful Swiss flower gift pack for the debaters. You should go into the store where we have these gifts. It smells divine. It smells heavenly. And we also have gifts for our panel as well. And yes, I Beg to Differ is also supported by Just Delight non-dairy ice cream. Just Delight is Nigeria's plant-based ice cream. That's why it's suitable for those who are lactose intolerant. You can find it on www.justfood.ng. Lagos. Now that you have met all of our sponsors, It's time to debate. We'll take a very short break. When we come back from this short break, Lagos, you'll meet our judges.
Are you a business owner who's looking to boost sales? Check out Paystack Terminal. Paystack Terminal is a POS that helps you accept payments in multiple ways, including ATM cards, bank transfers, and USSD. Additionally, you can track sales in real time on your phone, even if you have multiple terminals in multiple stores. Paystack Terminal also comes with a global SIM card and fast Wi-Fi, so you never have to say the words "no network," and your customers never have to wait to confirm payments. What's more, you can connect Terminal to your existing POS systems, split your payouts into multiple bank accounts, do easy end-of-day accounting, and so much more. Paystack Terminal is the smart choice for ambitious businesses of all sizes. Visit paystack.com/beg to differ to get yours. Again, that's paystack.com/beg to differ.
Thank you so much to Paystack, our headline sponsor. Now, let me introduce today's judges for the opening debate for Group D. We have 4 judges joining us as always. 2 are somewhere in Lagos and the other 2 are abroad. Our first judge is from our headline sponsor, Paystack. All of this week, Paystack will provide us with 1 judge for the first match in each group. And the Paystack judge for today's debate is Bobola Adesunyan. Bobola, good to have you on the show. Welcome to the Tournament of Champions. Our second judge is one of our regulars here on I Beg to Differ, joining us from Canada, legal practitioner Adenike Arobonlo. Our third judge is a doctor in the United Kingdom, Dr. Nduka Zuchi. And our fourth judge is our chief judge on I Beg to Differ. We call him that because he's a real-life chief. He's a product manager by day, Chief Andy Oboforibo. Let's introduce our debaters. I'm sure that's what everyone wants to hear. That's who everyone wants to meet. Our first debater is the third seed here in Group D. We previously met him in the May 2022 edition, where he eventually lost to eventual runner-up Hamid Olarawaju. He's 15 years old. He's in SS3. Olaloye Toluwalase, welcome to the Tournament of Champions.
It's good to be back.
It's good to be back. Here's our second debater. She's stepping in for Esther Bewaji, who, like I told you, had to pull out late because of exams. We last saw her in the May edition. No. We saw this particular contender in the August edition last year, where she lost in the quarterfinal to Nicholas Musa Okoya, yesterday's winner. Oluchi Akwarandu, welcome back. Good to see you. Good to see you.
Thank you.
The contestants have been told the rules, but here they are again. I will give you a topic. One of you will be in support. One of you will oppose. You will each first get 3 minutes to present your positions, and then you will each get another 3 minutes in the rebuttal round to address the points of your opponent. And then you'll each get another 3 minutes in the closing round for closing arguments. The clock is the clock. Once it starts, I will not pause it until the 3 minutes are up. The panel of judges will score both rounds based on number, quality, and originality of unique points made. If you repeat a point, your score will not increase. Clarity of thought and eloquence of presentation is important if you want to win. Number of the points of your opponents that you address during the rebuttal round, also very important. And the strength of your rebuttal of each point determines who wins or who loses or who draws. Since this is the group stage, if there is a tie, there will not be a tiebreaker round. The debate is a draw. After all the group stage matches, the 2 debaters with the most wins go through to the quarterfinals. Where 2 debaters have the same number of wins, the number of draws will be used to break the tie, and that will decide who moves on to the quarterfinals. But that particular problem is very far away. Today, let's face today's match, right? And you already know your topic. The AFCFTA is economically great for Nigeria. The AFCFTA is economically great for Nigeria. Now let's decide who supports and who opposes. I've got a coin to decide this. Oluchi, you are going to choose either heads or tails. If the coin lands on the one you choose, you will support the motion. If it lands on the other side, then you will oppose the motion. Here, look at the coin. See, it's got a head and it's got a tail. So it's not a false coin. It's got a head and it's got a tail. All right. So call it
Heads.
heads, tails it is. All right. Which means that Oluchi will oppose that the AFCFTA is economically great for Nigeria, which also means that Toluwalase will support the motion that the AFCFTA is economically great for Nigeria. We'll take a break. And it'll be time for round one. Once we come back from this break, round one, round two, round three, we're going to do it in very, very quick succession. So Lagos, don't go away.
Group D of the I Beg to Differ Tournament of Champions promises fierce battles between three exciting debaters. Olaloye Toluwalase dazzled us last May, but was stopped by Hamid Olarawaju. If he wants to settle that score, he'll need to emerge from this group. But will Stephanie Ame let him? The August runner-up is here to prove she could have won it all. But to be the girl, she has to beat the girl. Esther Bewaji's fans will love that Group D debates on Thursdays because they say Thursdays are for legends. She smashed scoring records on her cruise to the championship in May, and all that is left between her and the three other champions are the two challengers in this group. This March, it's the I Beg to Differ Tournament of Champions on 99.3 Nigeria Info FM and Wazobia Max TV.
You can watch on Wazobia Max TV, channel 33 if you don't have cable. If you do have DSTV, GoTV or StarTimes, you are also able to watch Wazobia Max TV. For DSTV, it is channel 259. All right. Now that we've heard the rules, we've met the sponsors, we've met the judges, and we've met the debaters, it's time for round one. The motion supporter, Olaloye Toluwalase. Thank you so much for that correction. Your 3 minutes start now.
Good day, majorities. My wonderful co-debater, my wonderful audience, and my wonderful moderator. My name is Olaloye Toluwalase from Kobe College. I'm here to speak in favor of the motion which says the African Considered Free Trade Area is economically great for Nigeria. Before I proceed, let us define what this argument is all about. With the African Considered Free Trade Area as a trade partner between the various countries in Africa to see economic cooperation between them by creating a single market through the elimination of trade barriers such as tariff and import quota, thereby promoting economic integration, development, and growth across the continent. Now, there are various reasons why this trade part is beneficial for the Nigerian economy. Some of these reasons include: one, immediate cost reduction in tariff. The cost of the agreement is the promise for zero tariff for over 90% of goods traded in African countries. This means Nigerian manufacturers to export their goods to other African countries without have to pay any custom duties. This reduces the total cost of production and as well helps reduce the total cost, the total level of cost push inflation in the economy. Secondly, because the cost of production of Nigerian industries is being reduced by removal of tariff, they will be able to compete favorably with other industries and other member nations of the agreement. Because without the free trade area, the production cost will be higher, and this will cause them to be at a disadvantage. Thirdly, the agreement creates a new market by causing us to take advantage of a large population size to provide an expanded platform to Nigerian manufacturers and local service providers to connect to regional considered value chain, thereby expanding their trade business opportunities and enabling them to maximize their profits. Furthermore, due to the high level of competition provided by the agreement, Nigerian producers will operate on the principle of competitive cost advantage, which means especially in production of goods and services that are most efficient at. And this efficiency will result in to maximize their profits and as well boost the nation's gross domestic product in the long run. In addition to my point, the agreement, since it brings about high level of competition, will help to reduce the prices of goods and services. How? Because producers reduce the cost of their goods and services so as to attract more customers and to remain competitive in the new market system created by the agreement. Also, as we know, one of Nigeria's major problems is our inability to produce quality products. The agreement will help to alleviate this challenge by allowing our manufacturers to export their goods to African countries, thereby improving the quality of our products by continuous competition with local rivals and exports. This is the same method Taiwan and South Korea utilized for decades before they improved and became one of the major exporters of electronics in the world. Also, the agreement helps to increase the standard of living of Nigerians by allowing us to have access to high quality products which we cannot produce with available resources and level technology, by allowing us to access these products in the new market made by the agreement. And in conclusion, the agreement will be able to create more job opportunities by allowing the free movement of people across the borders of African countries. And the more job we create, because them secure quality jobs outside of various countries, and the more job we create and export, the lower the unemployment, crime and poverty rate in the whole nation. So with these numerous points of mine, I hope it's convince you that Africa Considered Free Trade Area is economically great for Nigeria. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Well done. You had almost a minute left. A quick tip is to try and finish your time. If you just tuned in Lagos, let me remind you, you can watch live on Facebook, Nigeria Info 99.3, YouTube, Nigeria Info FM. Oluchi, your 3 minutes to oppose starts now.
Nigeria is a developing country which has a lot of infrastructural inadequacies and stiff enabling laws to protect our country. The implementation of the African Continental Free Trade Agreement will lead to Nigeria is a developing country which has a lot of stiff enabling laws to improve our country, such as technology, road networking, etc. The implementation of the African Continental Free Trade Agreement could be likened to jumping from fire pan to fire. Good day, moderator, panel of judges, accurate timekeeper, co-debater, and my ever-attentive audience. My name is Akwarandu, Oluchi, and I'm here to oppose the motion which says the AFCFTA is economically growth for Nigeria. The AFCFTA, which is known as the African Continental Free Trade Agreement, is a free trade area encompassing mostly of Africa, which was established on the 21st of March 2018, effective on the 30th of May 2019, with 54 countries out of 55, and available languages such as English, French, Portuguese, and Swahili. And it will be pretty hilarious to say that what has a good side does not have a bad side. Now, the question is, would the African Continental Free Trade Agreement be economically great for Nigeria? No. Follow me as I unveil my point. Firstly, unemployment and job outsourcing. As promised by the African Continental Free Trade Agreement to reduce 90% of tariffs on the importation of goods and services into other African countries, this leads our local industries to source for survival, and this leads to laying off of workers and folding in the long run. Secondly, reduction in tariffs. The reduction in tariff by the African Continental Free Trade Agreement will lead to easy importation of goods and services. But Nigeria, as a developing country, loses those taxes that could have helped in the developmental projects of the country. Thirdly, intellectual property theft. Thirdly, intellectual property theft. Many Nigeria local industries don't have the laws guiding patents, innovations, and new processes. And as such, the implementation of the African Continental Free Trade Agreement is an open ground for foreign industries to steal our ideas. And this leads to extermination of our local industries. Let's not forget, it leads to degradation of our natural resources. Implementation of the African Continental Free Trade Agreement in Nigeria would lead to depletion of our natural resources due to the lack of environmental protection laws. Furthermore, it leads to loss of traditional livelihood. Most of the traditional livelihood by our rural areas most of our rural dwellers are ranging from farming, fishing, mining. And also the implementation of the African Continental Free Trade Agreement will lead to depletion of this form of livelihood, which will lead to loss of cultural values and increase in crime. Furtherly, it leads to killing of our local industries. The African Continental Free Trade Agreement in Nigeria would allow our local industries be vulnerable to external factors, and not to also forget, it leads to unprecedented ground for smuggling. The implementation of the African Continental Free Trade Agreement leads to accessing of our country. It leads to free accessing in and out of our country, and this leads to smuggling and dumping of hazardous goods in the country. Let's not also forget poor infrastructure. Nigeria, as a developing country, has some sectors in the economy that needs to be fixed in order to facilitate a free and fair trade. Now, implementation of the African Continental Free Trade Agreement will lead to low production of goods and services from our local industries. Let's not also forget that it leads to monopoly. The main aim of the African Continental Free Trade Agreement is to trade freely and not fairly. But in the implementation of the African Continental Free Trade Agreement will lead to monopoly of products. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Oluchi Akwarandu. Well done. Great work. Great work to both of you. Good job. We're going to dive right into round 2, the rebuttal round. And this time we will start with the motion opposer, Oluchi Akwarandu.
Thank you, moderator, for giving me this opportunity to thunder back. I would like to make refutals on my opponent's points. Before I start, I would like to mention that the capacity of our economy does not depend on what we have, but depends on what we can produce. Now, my opponent mentioned reduction in tariffs, but do you know that this reduction in tariff leads to reduction in revenue for the government, and this makes the government loses so much in the economy, and it should not be implemented because so many things will go into it. I also heard my opponent mention favorable competition. How? It does not lead to favorable competition. These foreign industries come into our country to trade, thereby outsmarting our local industries in the long run. And this leads to monopoly of the product, monopoly of the market. Furthermore, my opponent mentioned new market. New market how? These industries come with expatriates come with opportunities and lots more, and this leads to outsmarting of the local industries, like I said, and this will lead to so many disadvantage in the market that you're talking about. You also mentioned competition again. Like I said, outsmarting and swallowing of our local industries is what is going to happen. Furthermore, you said standard of living. How is it going to improve the standard of living? Because opening of the market is going to lead to accessing exploitation of our local industries, and exploitation of our local industries will impoverish the people the more into poverty. Also, you mentioned job opportunities under poor working conditions. How does this lead to job opportunities? They work like an elephant and they eat like an ant. That is the thing that is there. The African Continental Free Trade Agreement enhances trade between African countries and our country, in which these countries will come and all they care about is to repatriate their profits back to their home, and this will lead to poor working conditions of our people. Poor working conditions of our people. They don't care about our health status. They don't care about anything. All they care about is to work and work. Those are all the points where you mentioned. Now, adding most of the points that I forgot to mention are furthermore, it leads to monopoly of the product. The implementation of the African Continental Free Trade Agreement leads to accessing in and out of the market, and this leads to monopoly of the product by the foreign counterpart. And lastly, it leads to protectionist policy. There is no doubt that our local industry do not have the chance to compete favorably with these our foreign industries. Now, implementation of this African Continental Free Trade Agreement in our economy would lead to closing up, would lead to folding up, would lead to swallowing of our economy, would lead to so many bad things that we can't even explain that will happen to our economy. Let's not also forget, it leads to smuggling. Accessing the market will lead to importation of goods and services into the country that are hazardous for the people, and we don't want that in the Nigerian economy, do we? Thank you.
Thank you very much, and well done, Oluchi Akwarandu. There's a reason Lagos requested that she had to be a part of the tournament. Toluwalase, Olaloye, your 3 minutes start now.
My opponent made mention of some very valid points, but I'd like to offer some position to your stance on this matter. We said that we want to bring about unemployment, but the agreement allows the free movement of people across the borders of African countries, causing them to secure quality jobs within and outside of various countries, as the agreement connects relevant industries among relevant players, thereby creating more job opportunities. You also said the agreement will bring about loss of revenue. Well, yes, you are correct to an extent, but let me put to you that revenue will actually increase. Why? Because when our Nigerian industries move to other countries to trade, they will make profit there and turn it to, and they'll earn in that nation's currency, come into our country, and we're able to tax them because they're in our country, thereby making up for the reduced tax revenue that we lost as a result of the agreement. Also, you said to bring about intellectual property theft. When making sense, the agreement doesn't have a set of rules and regulations governing this agreement, because this intellectual property theft will be well reduced and eventually eliminated, because there are various legal repercussions for those involved in it. Those will sit from this unlawful act, so to avert the punishment because of the later rules and regulations governing the agreement. You said to bring about killing of our local industries. Well, these industries are exposed to a new, larger and better market, thereby improving their level of efficiency due to the high level of competition, as I said before, and they're able to improve our nation's gross domestic product, improve the quality of that product. Also, you said smuggling. Well, this is not right. Why? Because the agreement establishes a rule-based trade governance in its African trade, which prevents issues like the smuggling and dumping and other unfair trade practices from coming into the agreement. Oh, you said loss of traditional livelihood. Yes, okay, we might lose our traditional livelihood, but we're trading it for better businesses, better job opportunities. We're employing those that are in the villages, we're employing those in the cities, we're bringing them all together because there's an expanded market for all of them to come and work. You said bad working conditions. Well, as I said before, there is a set of rules governing this operation, a set of rules governing this agreement. So when you say bad working conditions, they'll be well addressed, because it's not as if the agreement was not made by incapable persons. Also, you said a monopoly. Do you know that there's also a good side of monopoly? Because when people hold on to goods, when there's a major competitor in the market, there is a definite standard of goods. If we remove this from our economy, we're thereby reducing the standard of our economy. We're reducing the standard of the goods that are available in our economy. You also said poor infrastructure. Yes, we have poor infrastructure, but in order for us to take our full advantage of this agreement, we have to improve the infrastructures in our nation. thereby causing us to get more trade gain and prevent trade loss from this agreement. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Toluwalase Olaloye. Well done. Well done. Let's take a break. I'm having a good time. I hope you are as well, Lagos. Let me remind you, you can watch this live on Facebook, Nigeria Info 99.3, YouTube, Nigeria Info FM. This is Nigeria Info's I Beg to Differ debate tournament for teenagers. And this is the Tournament of Champions. We have all the champions, well, at least 3 of the champions who have returned. All the runners-up are back from the 4 tournaments we've had so far. And we have some pretty impressive performers from those 4 tournaments in the studio as well. Today, it's the turn of Oluchi Akwarandu and Olaloye Toluwalase, both of them from different tournaments. So you have Toluwalase from May, and then you have Oluchi Akwarandu from March from November 2021, and again May 2022. This time around, they are competing in this tournament for champions. We'll take a break. When we come back, let's keep talking.
Are you a business owner who's looking to boost sales? Check out Paystack Terminal. Paystack Terminal is a POS that helps you accept payments in multiple ways, including ATM cards, bank transfers, and USSD. Additionally, you can track sales in real time on your phone, even if you have multiple terminals in multiple stores. Paystack Terminal also comes with a global SIM card and fast Wi-Fi, so you never have to say the words "no network," and your customers never have to wait to confirm payments. What's more, you can connect Terminal to your existing POS systems, split your payouts into multiple bank accounts, do easy end-of-day accounting, and so much more. Paystack Terminal is the smart choice for ambitious businesses of all sizes. Visit paystack.com/beg to differ to get yours. Again, that's paystack.com/beg to differ.
Thank you to Paystack. Thank you to Sunu Assurance. Thank you to Swiss Flower, Swiss Air Freshener, Swiss Body Products. Thank you to Just Delight Ice Cream. Thank you to obwizi.com. Thank you to RLG. Thank you to all our sponsors, all our partners. We really appreciate it. It's time now for the closing round. Again, I'm Sandra Ezekwesili, and this is Nigeria Info 99.3. This is the Tournament of Champions. Our gladiators today are Oluchi Akwarandu and Olaloye Toluwalase. It's time for your final 3 minutes. We'll start with the motion supporter, Toluwalase.
There are various other benefits the Africa Continental Free Trade Area offer not only to Nigeria but the whole of Africa. And perhaps the greatest benefit to offer the provision of room for strong continental cooperation as a free trade between Nigeria and other member nations, thereby improving our international relations with each other. And wherever there is cooperation and collaboration, there is bound to be unity and growth. Also, to increase our foreign direct investment. Because our foreign direct investment in Nigeria is very low at the moment, it will help to do this in various ways by allowing local investors to set up a manufacturing hub in Nigeria and export their goods to other member nations of the agreement and increase Nigeria's foreign direct investment and as well as the value of our currency. It also helps us in the protection of raw materials. Because after the CBN governor, Mr. Gordon Emefiele banned the use of forex for 41 imported items, local manufacturers, whom the policy was expected to help, lamented they could no longer access raw material inputs required for production locally. The agreement helped to alleviate this challenge by allowing us to reach out to research-rich African countries for raw material inputs and enable us to export our already available raw materials in the nation to other member nations through the new market whereby the agreement. It will help us in service to help Nigeria's burgeoning service industry to earn a major win for everything goes right with this agreement, and it will allow us to export services such as logistics, real estate development, legal accounting, finances, etc. The same way these services have been important to our country, and less developed neighboring African countries rely on our services so as to improve their economy. It will also help us to provide increased variety of goods and services, because we are bringing in new producers into the new market where the agreement, and these new products will bring about new products so as to sell in this new market. It also accelerate our economic development by causing us to acquire technical knowledge from other producers or other people who are trading with other member nations of the agreement. I want to let you know that this agreement is beneficial to us in various ways. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Olaloye Toluwalase, well done. Good job. Okay. Oluchi Akwarandu, your 3 minutes start now.
Thank you for this opportunity to shed more light on my proposition. Now I'll be going over to my closing points. Firstly, the reason why the African Continental Free Trade Agreement is not economically great for Nigeria is because, firstly, transfer of poverty. I'd like to bring your notice to the fact that every shipload of goods into our country is a transfer of our wealth to that country. Now, what do I mean? Constant importation of goods and services is a transfer of poverty of that country to our country and a transfer of wealth to our country. And this is not good, is it? We are already in debt. We don't want to lead to more indebtedness. Secondly, security risks. Opening of our free borders would lead to endangering the lives and properties of our people. This might lead to terrorism, and this hampers the peace and progress of our people. Not to forget, expansion of our local industries. Not implementing this African Continental Free Trade Agreement will boost our local industries to strive more in order to lead to industrialization. Not to also forget labor loss. The liberalization of our African Continental Free Trade Agreement will lead to the productive manpower to migrate out of the country. Do you want everybody? Now we have a lot of percentage of our doctors that have migrated from our country to another country due to the not favorable conditions of these people. Do you want that to keep happening? Our teachers will migrate, our doctors will migrate, our fishermen, our everything will migrate. Where would this lead us in the economy? Now, I want to rebut some of your closing points. You said bilateral trade, which will lead to trade war. Understand me. The trading of foreign countries into our country would lead to the competition of foreign countries and our local industries, and this will lead to striving for competence, which will lead to outsmarting. One will want to go ahead of others, and this might lead to trade war. We have a lot on our hands. We don't want trade war in our pocket. Thirdly, you also said foreign direct investment. Do you think that the implementation of the African Continental Free Trade Agreement in our country would allow the foreign industries to bring in profits to our country? They will repatriate their profits back to their country to improve on the developmental projects. They are just coming here to make money. They are going to repatriate their profit back. Furthermore, you said importation of raw materials. Like I said before, too much importation would lead to transfer of poverty into our country. We are already in indebtedness. We don't need more financing issues. You also said increase variety of goods. Inside those increasing of variety of goods, you will see substantial. You will see country banned goods. I would like to take you back to the importation ban of rice. We still eat foreign rice, don't we? Let's tell ourselves the truth. Where does it come from? Smuggling? You try to rebut my point saying smuggling does not arise. What are you saying? Smuggling arises because free access in the market will lead to free importation of goods and services. And you and I know that there are corrupt officials in the custom duties, and this will lead to. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Oluchi Akwarandu. Well done. That was brilliant. Well done. Good job. I love Toluwalase. He's such a sportsman, and he keeps saying, yeah, that was brilliant. Lagos, let me remind you, you can watch on Facebook, Nigeria Info 99.3, YouTube, Nigeria Info FM. Today's topic has been a very simple yet complex one. The AFCFTA is economically great for Nigeria. And you just heard from 17-year-old Oluchi Akwarandu, who has graduated secondary school, and Toluwalase Olaloye, who is 15 years old and in SS3. And you heard Olaloye support the motion and Oluchi oppose the motion. All right, we'll take a break. When we come back from this break, we'll find out if we have results. Don't go away, Lagos.
Are you a business owner who's looking to boost sales? Check out Paystack Terminal. Paystack Terminal is a POS that helps you accept payments in multiple ways, including ATM cards, bank transfers, and USSD. Additionally, you can track sales in real time on your phone, even if you have multiple terminals in multiple stores. Paystack Terminal also comes with a global SIM card and fast Wi-Fi, so you never have to say the words "no network," and your customers never have to wait to confirm payments. What's more, you can connect Terminal to your existing POS systems, split your payouts into multiple bank accounts, do easy end-of-day accounting, and so much more. Paystack Terminal is the smart choice for ambitious businesses of all sizes. Visit paystack.com/beg to get yours. Again, that's stack.com/beg to differ.
Group D of the I Beg to Differ Tournament of Champions promises fierce battles between 3 exciting debaters. Olaloye Toluwalase told us last May, but sought by Milaraju. If he wants to settle that score, he'll need to emerge from victory. Will Stephanie Amen let him? The August runner-up is here to to be the girl. She has to beat the girl. SOG's fans will love D Debate Thursdays because they say Thursdays are for legends. She smashed score records on her cruise to the championship in May, and all that is left under 3 champions are the 2 in this group. This March, it's the Differ Tournament of Champions on 19.3 Nigeria Info FM and Max TV.
We've got the results from judges. Let's take a look at how our debaters have done today. Toluwalase scored 51 in the presentation round. Akwarandu scored 45. She scored 22 presentation style. Scored 19. Toluwalase scored 32 during rebuttals, the first round of the rebuttals. Oluchi scored 35. For rebuttal style, Olaloye scored 14. Akwarandu scores 14. In the closing round, Olaloye scores 41. Oluchi Akwarandu scores 35. For closing style, Olaloye, Toluwalase, and Oluchi Akwarandu both tie at 16. And so with a total of 176 to 164, Olaloye Toluwalase wins this round. Congratulations, Toluwalase. Well done. That means that 2 Thursdays from now, we'll see you again. And we'll see you next week on Akwarandu, where you'll face Stephanie Ehime. It's not the end of the road for you next week. And you and Steph will receive your topic this evening. As you leave the studio, you'll receive your topic. But ice cream waiting for you downstairs. We've also got a flower pack from Their Industries waiting for you as well. Let's don't forget to pick up your bags on your way out. Well done. It was good to see you both today. Congratulations and well done. You can leave the studio, please. Thank you very much for your time. Lagos, let's talk about what we've heard today, shall we? Shall we talk about what we've heard today? 0700-993-93993 or 1465719. Hello, thank you. Sorry about that. Call back you can. Hi, good evening.
Hello.
Hello.
Sandra. My joy moment has come.
It has come. Welcome.
In fact, you know what I want to say now? God bless the children, bless the parents.
Okay.
That is, if people are trying. Well done, well done.
Yeah, both really good. Thank you so much for calling. 9.3. Hello. Hello? Is anyone there? No, no one's there. 99.3. Hello?
Hi, Sandra.
Good evening. What's your name, ma'am?
Sharon.
Sharon, talk to me.
I wasn't able to see you from her.
I know.
And I felt like she would have won really well because the score record was, I think, today my best score.
Yes.
Even though I keep tabs with today's score. But then...
Today's scores have been the lowest so far.
Yeah. I think I'll give it to Toluwalase. He did well. Me, just scoring him myself. He started scoring. He tried. I give it to him. And then for Oluchi, she did well out. But then after that, it was let me say, it was really doing for me.
Okay.
I keep forward to know. Is Esther coming back as good out to try?
She has out of the tournament.
So, you know how our exams are. Like, is it a month exams and all of that?
It's out of the tournament. Sharon, thank you very much. We've got someone here ask, Sandra, please, what's the spelling of the company that gives the debaters laptops and smartwatches? I want a laptop. Obiwiz.com. Obiwiz.com. Obiwiz spelled Obiwiz. Obiwz.com. Obi.com. They're there and look. They got brand new laptop. They got good as new laptop, and they all come with warranty. 99.3. Hello. Sorry about that. Call back. Hi. Oh, that's unfortunate. Give us a call back if you can. 99.3.
Hi, Sandra.
Good evening. What's your name?
She's happiness from Ikorodu.
Talk to.
Sandra, congratulations. You did well.
Yes.
God recovers from Ramadan. My God. Hey, my fish is back. He was on fire. What? Sandra, well done.
Thank you. Thank you very much for calling. 99.3.
Hello.
How you doing? What's your name?
Jamie from Ajugule.
Jamie, talk to me.
I'm not happy at all. But why did they start not come? I'm already my champion of champion, but as when it not come, I give it to Ramadan. Today is not impressive at all. But good one for all that.
Oh, okay. Wow. Okay. Thank you for calling. 9.3. Hello.
Sandra Ezekwesili.
Good time. How you doing?
I know. Good evening, my sister.
Good evening. What's your name, sir?
Welcome. Our happiness, you are a good mother. God bless you, my sister.
Okay, bless you as well.
See the kind of topic you are bringing out, and those telling us that Nigeria is to go. Can you imagine, Sandra?
Yes,
look at the topic first and look at their performance. I don't know who to give it to. Nobody is a loser. No, nobody should be disappointed among all of them.
That's right. They're both winners.
This is Tournament of Champions. That is the name. Nobody should be disappointed at all. I don't know who will cancel those children, Sandra. I trust you. Talk to them. We are going to give them even pure water. They are going to collect from us by God's grace. Forget. I don't know who to say that they. See, I was so them both from the beginning to the bottom. I don't know who to give it. Those judges, I think, in fact, Sandra, I know what to say. Those judges are giving them headache too. God bless you, my sister.
Bless you as well. Thank you very much for calling. We've got Samuel who's joining us over Skype. Hi, Samuel.
Hello, Sandra.
How you doing? What's your name? Welcome.
Yeah,
I know your name.
right.
Go ahead.
Okay, you mentioned my name. Samuel,
Yes, I did.
already.
I did. Yes. Sorry.
Yeah, calling from UK. Yeah. I just want to say something. These guys have been awesome.
Yes.
But I want to say something to the callers. They have to keep it as positive as they can.
Exactly.
Trust me, these guys are giving their best. They'll put most adults on their toes in a debate.
That's right.
So no matter how bad you think they've done, or you're not impressed, you just give it to them, please. Encourage them. Speak positivity into their lives. Encourage them. Don't come and ease on radio and say they didn't impress you. Can you impress us as better as
good as they did? Yeah.
Yeah, sure. So please, just let us encourage them. All the debaters in this competition, not even in this competition alone, that have ever come on your show has been good. So they have all been great. I know what debates is. I used to do this back in school then, and I never won any. So I know how it is. This thing is hard.
It
These
is
guys
hard.
are putting in effort to do the research.
Yeah.
You know how many hours of study before they get here.
Yeah.
Please,
It
give
is.
it to them.
It is hard.
Thank
It
you.
is. Thank you so much for calling, Samuel, and for saying that. It's important to say that because sometimes when we're talking, we're not realizing we're talking about children. We're talking to children. 99.3. Hello.
Hello, Sandra.
How you doing?
Adeshewa from Ikorodu.
Adeshewa, welcome.
I want to say they did very well.
Yes.
But please, let me talk to them next time. They shouldn't be too fast. In fact, I was training my ears to actually hear what they are saying. although they articulated very well, but that speed, it was as if exactly the girl. It was as if I'm like But they did well. They are all champions, like what the last caller said. They are all champions. To me, they are all champions.
Yeah, Adeshawa, thank you very much for calling. Yes, they did. And I will say that their fast talking doesn't affect our judges. Our judges hear them loud and clear. And our judges are able to score them loud and clear. 99.3. Hello.
Hello. Good evening, Sandra.
Good evening. How you doing?
I'm fine. And you? This is Kelly Bagada.
Kelly from Bagada, welcome. Talk to me.
So the energy with which that lady, for Akwarandu.
Akwarandu, yes.
She has energy. I think one of what I think she should work upon is cramming. Because you could see that she was stuttering and she was trying to repeat what she was saying. Maybe that is as a result of stammering and as a result of cramming. But in all, they did wonderfully well. They are both good. I enjoyed the debate. Thank you very much, and God bless you for the good work.
Bless you as well. Thank you very much for calling. Let's take a look at WhatsApp where we have other messages here. Sandra, since Esther Bewaji pulled out, I wasn't happy at all. These people did well, though. Olatunji from Ikorodu with that message there. All right, let's talk to TA. TA is joining us from Finland. Hi, TA. TA, are you there? Okay, doesn't look like we have the connection with TA. We've got Matthew. Matthew is asking Sandra, why did you guys not employ a major negotiator to negotiate Esther in? We don't want to influence, or what's the word I'm looking for? We don't want to... what's the word I'm looking for now? Get in the way of her exams. She has exams. What are we supposed to do? TA, hi, welcome.
Hi, Sandra.
How you doing? I'm okay.
Yeah, okay. So the reason why I think I understand the people that are saying that today was not because of the standard the other guys have set on Monday to Wednesday. So they felt today was a little bit low. But again, they really tried. They gave it their all. And so they should be encouraged. But me, what I want to just say is that I miss Esther. But in this your seeding, let's make sure that it is the final of the final that we'll have at the end. So make sure you seed it very, very well, so that we'll be having maybe Ramadan and Tanvita Kaushik or Hamid or anything at the end. Please, so I beg you. Thank you.
TA, thank you very much for calling. Well, I guess they're both going to have to win. Whoever you want to face, whoever will have to win their group. They have to emerge from their group. We've got Etim Godwin from Lekki who says, what a debate from these wonderful kids. Tolu did wonderfully well. Oluchi did quite well. I wouldn't want to be their judge any day, any time, because they will make your work harder. So I don't envy the judges. Etim Godwin, thank you for your message. Both Toluwalase and Oluchi really tried, but Tolu needs to improve if he's going to contend with Ramadan or Tamvita. Those guys are on fire. All right, Yomi from Muriokola with that message there. We've got Emmanuel from Idimu who says both debaters did well, though Oluchi made fantastic points to support her view. Toluwalase was well composed in presenting his view, and that was convincing. Generally, I give them 85%. Emmanuel, thank you for your message. Greenish says, I'm challenging Comrade to debate me on this show. Please, who's Comrade? Greenish. We've got Kevin from Lekki who says, they all performed great. I really appreciate them. Dare from the US says these children did amazingly well. When I heard the topic, I was wondering how a teenager would be able to debate this, but they did their best and they were apt with most of their points. This message from Reb says Oluchi needs to calm down. Her rushing caused her to miss some of her points, but she did great. Both of them did great. The way they come up with instant points to rebuttal their opponents is so impressive. All right, thank you for your message. So to rebuttal their opponent, we've got Ike from Igondo who says both of them are good, not minding the topic. All right, thank you for your comments. Let's take a break and hear from our headline sponsor, Paystack. After this break, I'll take a few more calls and then we'll pivot and bring you today's big hard fact. Don't go away.
Are you a business owner who's looking to boost sales? Check out Paystack Terminal. Paystack Terminal is a POS that helps you accept payments in multiple ways, including ATM cards, bank transfers, and USSD. Additionally, you can track sales in real time on your phone, even if you have multiple terminals in multiple stores. Paystack Terminal also comes with a global SIM card and fast Wi-Fi, so you never have to say the words "no network," and your customers never have to wait to confirm payments. What's more, you can connect Terminal to your existing POS systems, split your payouts into multiple bank accounts, do easy end-of-day accounting, and so much more. Paystack Terminal is the smart choice for ambitious businesses of all sizes. Visit paystack.com/beg to differ to get yours. Again, that's paystack.com/beg to differ.
All right, so go to paystack.com/beg to differ to get the terminal POS for your business. A big thank you to our associate sponsor, Sunu Assurances. Sunu Assurances provides insurance for your car, for your marine equipment, for, fire. Well, not for your fire, but they provide fire insurance. They also provide house and householder insurance, house owner and householder insurance. They provide all kinds of insurance. Check them out on www.sunuassurances.nigeria.com. They're also on social media, Sunu Assurances Nigeria, on Instagram and on Facebook. And a big thank you to Obiwizi for providing prizes for all 12 champions who are on this tournament. So Obiwizi has smartwatches for all 12 of them. And Obiwizi also has an HP laptop for the winner, the champion of champions. The person who finishes second will get a Nintendo Switch from obiwizi.com, and the person who finishes third will get a portable speaker. All three top finishers will receive AirPods from obiwizi.com as well. And RLG Communication is providing tablets for the top 8 debaters. RLG Communications makes laptops, desktop computers, decoders, smart electric meters, power banks, the whole works. And then we have Stovia Industries providing Swiss flower air fresheners, Swiss beauty and body care products for our contestants as well. They put together a wonderful flower gift pack for the debaters. They're providing body splash products for the debaters, for their guardians, for my panel of judges. It's so amazing. And then we have ice cream for them that they will pick up on their way out. Just Delight non-dairy ice cream. They are Nigeria's plant-based ice cream, which means that people who are lactose intolerant like myself can enjoy some of that ice cream there. So a big thank you to Just Delight non-dairy ice cream for keeping our children refreshed. And a big thank you to the debaters themselves and to their parents for letting them take part, as well as their guardians or their teachers, and themselves for the research and the seriousness that they have shown this tournament. And a big thank you to you, because if you were not there listening, the children will have no one to debate for. 99.3. Hello. Hello.
Hello, Sandra.
How you doing? What's your name?
This is your one and only town crier.
My town crier. Welcome.
But before I proceed, I for like make all my 1 million Lagosian fans plus your 2.2 million Lagosian fans, make them begin they do their cock stuff where they do. Sandra, I don't understand what happened today, but me I know say to debate no easy. But I'm not thing I come to ask why the girl who no come. I mean, I because to say the guy they talk small. I mean, the guy they talk like quiet person. Because me, I won't understand. Maybe say everybody now, I not be judge you, but everybody get in house, they judge you own. You understand? But for me, I check this thing. What I been they keep now. For me, what thing I they feel, and I won't keep a stronger person with lower person, make them compete. Because me, I don't understand what they happen for here.
Okay, I don't understand your question. You say I understand. If you answer what they ask me,
you know. What I like to try to talk be say, I don't know shall now because no go put my for judges matter, but from this point of mine, or from this point of view of mine, I say make a no talk.
All right, thank you, Noya, for calling Lagos. Next week, these are the debaters that you will be seeing on your radio from Monday all the way to Thursday. So the match day 2 of the group stage of the Beg to Differ Tournament of Champions will have Chiagozie Isido Bonugu versus Deborah Pamzat on Monday, Ruth Okorocha versus Hamid Olarenwaju on Tuesday, Fabian Chibundu versus Emanuela Nadi on Wednesday, and Oluchi Akwarandu versus Stephanie Ehiame on Thursday. I'm really looking forward to the next stage of the group stage debates. All right, we'll take a break. When we come back from this break, Lagos, it will be time for the Big Hard Fact. On the Big Hard Fact, Let's talk some more about Akwarandu's guilty verdict in the UK. And we'll talk some more about the NLC planning nationwide protests over Naira scarcity. I'm Sandra Ezekwesili.
Group D of the I Beg to Differ.
And I want to assume that you would run because I want to give the listeners context for the conversation.
In 2019, you were running mate to Atiku Abubakar. What did you learn then that you will not repeat this time?
Yes, when is the president coming out to address us?
There's a few things. One, I have a burden and a passion for young people.
The fact that you have elected a man does not mean then you begin to order him around. The president will do whatever is good for the country at any given time.
Mr. Adeshino, isn't the president responsible to the people?
What should the next president do to root out stakeholders who are complicit?
You fire those. Those that need to be fired get fired.
It's looking like a brand new Chelsea, attacking with so much fluidity. And what can you say about that, Martin? I know you follow Chelsea quite closely.
I live close to the Chelsea training ground. That's what you mean by that. I'm not a